Happy Thursday. It's Tomato Thursday. It's Awesome Sauce Thursday. Welcome. My name is Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head, and I come to you each week at this time to talk tomatoes with all of you. This is an interactive show. I've done it, I think, for about 3 years or so, and we talk tomatoes. I do a deep dive into somewhere around 15. I think I've got 13 today. Varieties of tomatoes. There's tens of thousands of tomatoes out there. I think on this show, so I have an ongoing list of everything we've talked about since I started the show. And if you look in the show notes, there should be a link to the Google Doc where I put everything in there. It doesn't have everything, doesn't have things that I'm talking about today in there yet. But we're closing in on like 1,000 varieties that I've talked about since starting the show, which is just incredible. And that's nothing compared to what is out there. So each week I get very excited to share some new ones. Sometimes I repeat, like if there's something I talked about back in 2024, chances are you're not going to remember it. I said 3 years. I think it's been more like 2.5 years that I've done the show. But anyway, glad you're here with us. I'll get to some of your comments in a minute. If you're not aware, if it's your first time tuning in, I am the co-admin of a wonderful community on Facebook. We really are a community of kind and generous tomato enthusiasts. We're called Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. That we're closing in on 3 years. I run it with Jen Joy and Kina Tonarud. We have a great time. Hopefully you guys have a great time too. If you are not on Facebook, join Facebook just to be a part of our community. We have beginners that are just growing for the very first time this year, and we have others like me who've been growing for 30 plus years. So please join us. We have a great time, and we would love to have you. It's like family, just like this show. It becomes, it's odd how it happens, but we are like family. With this show, we escape life's problems for a couple hours. About 2 hours is usually the show. And we just enjoy each other's company, and we look and salivate over tomatoes. We learn new things together. We hear what other people thought of tomatoes that I'm featuring. So glad that you're here. Also, we give away some seed prizes at the end of the show. Today we have prizes donated by Olivia Lai, again, and Marcia Eisenberg. There's a variety I'm talking about today. The very first variety I'll be featuring is a variety that she stabilized. It was an accidental bee cross in her garden, which kind of gives something away as far as the name. If you're in the group, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She has kindly donated a bunch of packets of this variety, and we did a giveaway in the group last week. I announced the winners Tuesday, and so I've got a couple extras from Marcia to give away today. To win, that would be helpful. To win, all you have to do is type in hashtag tomato somewhere in the comments. You only need to do it once. And I do a live drawing. It's a random drawing at the end of the show. And you can win. For those of you I owe prizes to, I'm sorry. I've gotten very far behind again just because it's planting season. I'm pretty much done now with planting. So hopefully things will pick up. But I think there's things that probably about 6 weeks out at least. Maybe a little less than 6 weeks. But anyway, I haven't forgotten about you. I write it all down in my handy dandy notebook, which brings me to, if it's your first time watching the show, you may want to have a notebook or a sticky notes and a pen on hand, because there may just be a tomato or two that you want to seek out yourself. I do have links to some of the ones I'm talking about today. Others are kind of hard to find, but also in TLC, we have Seed Seeking Saturday every single week where you can put up to 5 varieties each week that you're looking for. So you can write things down, and you never know when somebody may have it. Let's see who's in the comments. I'll get to a couple. I'm always so far behind. I never catch up, but I do try to get to as many as I can. Susan, hey there, you're first today. Everybody's out to beat Sherman now. Happy Tomato Thursday to you. And Melissa, hi everyone. Hopefully can be back in on time to watch. If not, have a great day. She logged in 2 hours ago. Hey Melissa, and Will's here. Hey Will. And Sherman, you're down to 4th place, Sherman. So glad you're here. We miss you, but I'm glad you tune in with us every Thursday. Sherman just had a really big move to Colombia. Hi, Kelly. It's crazy hot out here today in Southern Ontario. Nice to sit inside and cool off and celebrate Awesome Sauce Thursday with you all. Yay! It's hot outside here too in my area of New Jersey, Western New Jersey. It's crazy hot out there. But if I wasn't doing the show, I would be out there. Trust me. Hi, Leslie. Happy Thursday. Got some of my plants in finally. It's a great feeling. I'm excited for this season. Isn't it a great feeling? I don't know if you guys checked out. I do a garden tour every Wednesday, and we do a live premiere at this 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We watch together. I have to pre-record it because my Wi-Fi out in the yard is abysmal. So I have to record it ahead of time. But I'm there with you in the chat. We watch together. And I was saying, like, my last couple grow bags, I'm always like not planting them because I love planting and I hate to see it end. And 2, I'm like, well, what if I need to put this one in there? Like I procrastinate a bit. Procrastinate. I don't know. I'm not sure if that works, but I'm basically done, and it does feel good. And now I'm out there every morning. Heidi Dolan put out a post this morning about being out in her nightgown with a cup of coffee in the morning in her garden, strolling around. That's me, although I'm sure Heidi looks much more elegant in her nightgown. I'm in like some grungy sleeping t-shirt and shorts. You know, thankfully the neighbors can't see, but I must be a sight. But I am out there every morning, and it's amazing how quickly they grow. You know, I go out there with my not trimmers, clippers. What are they called? You know, the clipper things. I can't think. I don't know. I go out with my clippers to get everything that's close to being to the soil. And like I do it the night before, I come out in the morning, they're all of a sudden close again. Trimmers. I can't think. You guys will remind me. By the time I get to your comments, I will have thought about it. But anyway, and then I go out at night and do it again. I'm going to do it again after the show. So that's a really exciting thing, knowing that they grow so fast. Pruning shears. You know that. Oh, yeah. Way to go, Lauren. Hi, Mariah. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Thursday to you. And hi, Lisa. The rosy plant is really starting to burst. You know, it was small when I got it, and it was a little, you know, thin like stem and all of that. But man, it's looking good. I have a lot of things that I started a bit later that were looking similar. Everything's starting to take off. It's really exciting. Hi, Tara Dove. Happy Thursday to you. We have 65 live viewers right now. If you're just tuning in, make sure you type in #tomato in the comments, and you can win a prize at the end of the show. Oh, she's back. Hi, Melissa. And Blah Blah's here. Hello. Lavy Angel's here. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. And Nicole's here. It's hot in Pennsylvania too, says Catherine. Yeah. What does it say the weather is here? 90 degrees. 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is Celsius, but it's pretty hot. Hey, Mike. Thanks for watching today. Eric says, hey, tomato people. Thanks, Akeelia, for making sure I'm on time. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this, and I know she doesn't want the attention. But if I haven't mentioned it, I'm going to. So before every garden tour, and it's not just me, it's for Ken's pepper show. And when Jen does her garden show, by the way, she won't be doing one tomorrow. I'll talk about that in a minute. But my garden tour and my Thursday show, she makes sure to put links, reminder links to the shows in all of the chats, that group chats she belongs to. So for of mine, she's in the Ongway ES grow out chat. She's in the casino grow out chat, and there's the Carlisle peeps. So I can only imagine how many others she does. But Akeelia, thank you for that. I know you don't want the attention and you're not doing it for attention, but it's really nice because people do forget. And I'm sure I can speak for Ken also, who really appreciates that when he does his show on Tuesdays. So thank you for that, my friend. Happy Thursday to you from Bavaria, right? Hey, Samantha, thanks for tuning in. And Megan's here. Hi, Megan. Looking forward to the show. Of course, I've got some great varieties to talk about today. Hi, Melissa. And Stephanie's here. And Jen is here. Hey, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if you guys caught Tomato Talk Live last Thursday, but Jen and I were on with Kina. It was the three of us. We had a blast for 90 minutes. We had such a blast. Hope you guys did too. It's one of the most fun episodes I've ever done. And we've had some really great guests on the show, but we just have such great chemistry and we get along so well. So it was great. Hi, Green Apples. Happy Awesome Sauce Thursday, everyone. And Nuno's here. Hello, Nuno. Happy Thursday to you, all the way from Portugal. And Francis is here. Happy Thursday and play hooky from work day. I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Hi, Bridge. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Jen says it's 96 by her. Came inside from 96 degrees today for a fun tomato break. It's yucky hot out there. I did go outside a few hours ago just because I have a tray of newer stuff like some fall tomatoes and things that were germinating late that I'm like hardening off. I wanted to make sure they weren't in full sun. So I put them under like this table we have, but it's got light goes through it. So it's a really good way to harden off without scorching them to death. I would die if they were scorched to death. Hi from Des Moines. Happy Friday Eve, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Friday Eve. To me, my Thursday show is like the unofficial start to the weekend because I love it so much. And then it's Friday, and then the weekend. We have a family graduation party. It's like a combined graduation party this weekend. My son got his electrical engineering degree. It took him a while to get it, but he got it. So it's my son, my nephew, and my twin nieces. My nephew just graduated from Brown University, and my nieces just graduated they're graduating from high school maybe today, or maybe tomorrow. Might be tomorrow. So we're doing a joint thing, so looking forward to that on Saturday. Hi, Jenny. I'm really proud of my son. He went through a lot. He was in college during COVID, and then he went through a really bad breakup, and it was rough for him, but he did it. He was really persistent, and now he's an electrical engineer, and his company created a position for him, and boy, I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't be prouder. Hey, Sue. Happy Thursday to you. Hello, gorgeous friend. I love you. I love you right back. Hope you're staying hydrated out there. Hey, Rebecca, good afternoon to you. So before I get to more comments, I want to share with you a couple things. I mentioned Jen's not doing her show tomorrow. She says she's going to do it next Friday. This is Jen's Gardening Grow List, I think is the name of it. She's done a few of them. She's going to be doing them every other Friday, I believe, at the same time. It's similar format to what I do with this show, what Ken does with his pepper show. She's doing it with other gardening things, and she hasn't been able to do it for a few weeks. So she won't be doing a show tomorrow, but I will be putting out a reminder in the group. You know who's going to be on tomorrow? Craig LaHoulier on Instagram Live is doing a show at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and his special guest is going to be Heidi Dolan, who's a friend of the group, friend of many of us. I consider her a very good friend, and she's so, so sweet. And so she's going to be the special guest. So mark your calendars. I will put a reminder in the group. But tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, go on Craig's Instagram, which is NC Tomato Man, and you will see live with Craig and Heidi, which I cannot wait for. What else? A couple other things. We have Carlisle, Pennsylvania, our tomato tasting and seed swap. Friday, August 28th. It's coming up. Make sure you make your travel plans. I think there's a Corvette show. Is it Corvettes or Antiques? I think it's a Corvette show in town that same weekend. So John Kramer told me that hotels are getting a bit high. And shoot, I don't have do I have the graphic? Hang on. There's also a West Coast one, and I had it up during our Tomato Talk Live. Hang on, let me see if I can get this, because I want to share their oh so cute graphic that that Tiffany, who's Tiffany? Jamie and Jen Fox are doing. Hang on, let me see if I can grab this from another file. Tomato Talk Live. There it is. Yay! This is the West Coast Tomato Tasting and Seed Swap for Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap August 9th, 2026. Meet Jennifer Fox, Malachite Jen, and NorCal Mater Gal, Jamie Hill. Bring yourself, tomatoes to taste, and any seeds to swap. Basically what we do here on the East Coast too. Thank you, ladies, for doing that. For those of you on the West Coast, it's going to be in Lodi, California. Looks like a beautiful location. So if you're on the West Coast and can't make it to the East Coast, go check them out too. What else? One thing I just wanted to say, I got a huge package in the mail this week. Somebody sent me their entire seed collection unexpectedly. And there's some beautiful varieties in there. Took 3 big envelopes to send it. So I don't know if you're watching. I don't want to say who it is. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. No note or anything, just kind of gave it to me. So thank you for entrusting me with your seeds. It's going to take me a while to get through it all, but I'm quite honored that you trusted me with it for whatever reason that you decided that growing was no longer, I hope everything's okay. But thank you for entrusting me with them. I will be a good and responsible seed steward with these seeds, and I'm quite honored. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're watching and you can see this message. I think I know who it is. I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but hope all is well. Thank you very much for your collection. Okay, let's get to some more comments. For those of you watching for the first time, I do eventually talk about tomatoes. It just takes me a while to say hi to people. Who else do we have? We've got Sasha. Hey, Sasha. And Pretty's here. Hey, Pretty. Hello, everybody. "1,000 varieties. That's incredible, my friend." I'm like, did I grow 1,000? You sharing tomato knowledge in such an awesome way. Thank you. This is in reference to me saying that we've talked about nearly 1,000 varieties on this show since it started, which I think was back in 2024. It was like April or something of 2024. Yeah, that is exciting. And considering some of them I've talked about a few times, it really is neat. And, I can't assume that people that have watched every single show, but, and that's sometimes why I repeat, but it's really cool finding all these tomatoes to talk about. Next week, oh, shoot. Oh, no, I can do a show next week. We're leaving for the weekend. My sister-in-law is turning 60. We're having a party for her. She knows about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be blabbing it here on the show. They're in Bethany Beach in Delaware. So we're going down there for the weekend. but we can't leave until Friday because of the kittens. And Jake, our son, is coming to take care of them. So I will be able to do a show on Thursday. And it'll be a special show next Thursday. I've done this the past couple of years. My sobriety anniversary is on June 20th. It's the best day of my life because it's the day I got my life back. It'll be 13 years of sobriety this year. So next week I'll have a special show and give away some special prizes to celebrate my sobriety, which I'm very proud of. I don't let the dark days hold me back. I'm very open about my past struggles but what I've accomplished in 13 years, and life is just so good, and I'm grateful for the second chance. So I'm sure I will be a bit weepy next Thursday, but you can make sure it's going to be a great show, and I hope you guys can tune in with me to celebrate. Hey, Misty. Getting really hot outside. What a nice break. Terry, hi Terry. Wiped my feet, hit the like button, green thumb approved. Thank you everybody for saying hit the like button. Hey Jess. Can't remember where you are, but it's hot and dry here in the Northeast. It is hot. What is it supposed to be the next 10 days? Tomorrow, I for those of you that watched my garden tour yesterday, I filmed it on Tuesday because it was supposed to rain all day yesterday. Not a drop. Not a drop. Tomorrow it says 40% chance of storms. I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. 85 degrees tomorrow. We shall see. Who else do we have? Did I miss Linda? There she is with all her lovely emojis. Hey, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Can the link be posted to that Google Docs of those 1,000 tomatoes? Yes, if you look in the show notes of this show, like in the description, there is a link to that Google Doc. And there's links. I haven't filled in the links for all of them yet. And it's not the link to the show. It's a link to where you can find out more information about them. Sometimes the links go dead if it's something that was like rare, like Malapine, for example, used to have a Russian vendor that sold it, and now they no longer do. So the only link you would find would be my Instagram review. For now, other vendors are growing it. Lots of hashtag tomatoes. That's great. Renee R8336, hello. Thanks for joining in. And Mel, thanks for tuning in. And here's NorCal Mater Gal, Jamie Hill. Happy Awesome Sauce Thursday to you, my friend. Hi, Lisa. And Anne is here. Ooh, Robin beats it here. 102 degrees in Northern California. Has it not been the craziest spring? I mean, people are getting snow, then they're getting 102 degrees. Oh, my one Missouri plant has blooms. Hopefully we'll put on a few before it gets hotter. Heat index has hit triple digits this week. LOL, very warm. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm growing 3 Missouras in the hopes that they're the same as what I had last year. I'm growing 2 in a raised bed, 1 in a grow bag. I know Frances put something in TLC today or yesterday, maybe last night, that she just tasted. She has a couple Missouras and she liked it. I don't think she was as like gung-ho as I was over it, but she thinks it might be climate. You just never know. You just never know. We shall see. I'm hoping everybody likes it as much as I did. But of course that's impossible because taste is so subjective. So just because I love something doesn't mean everybody's going to love something. Hi, Erin. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys, if you're just tuning in, we have 92 live viewers. Welcome. If it's your first time, say hi in the comments. We'd love to say hello to you. Type in hashtag tomato. We're giving away some prizes, seed prizes at the end of the show. Oh, and my shirt today is from Inspired Garden Life. Tomato season. It's not just a hobby. It's a way of life. Of course, it comes from our friends at Inspired Garden Life. And you can get 20% off forever with the code TLC20. They have all kinds of gardening shirts, lots of tomato shirts, but also all kinds of gardening shirts, birding, foraging, I think camping maybe. I don't know. But it's like a dark hole. You don't want to, I mean, you do want to go down because they're shirts and they're made so well too. I just love the tanks. Okay. Oh, thank you, Zoya. I really enjoy your tours. I appreciate that. I'm glad. Yesterday's went a little long. It was about an hour. But there's just so much to see. I'm always like, all right, let's end it there. Actually, let's go see this. So thank you, Zoya. And here's our buddy. Hey, Kina. Thanks for tuning in. Sandy, loving the AC today. No outside work for me. Happy Tomato Thursday, everyone. See, this is what I mean about us becoming a family every Thursday. This is really nice. I'm just getting to the part where everybody's telling me pruning shears. Wildman 2894, 91 degrees here in the shade. Hot in Ohio. Pruners, pruning shears, pruners, shears, pruners. Love the garden updates. Pruners? No, good question. I guess I never officially said this. You didn't get the extra plot of garden to continue. I didn't. A couple months ago, I was sharing that a friend of mine, she's local, has a farm, and she was scaling down what she was growing this year and offered me extra garden space for me to plant more tomatoes. And I was actually smart for a change because I tend to overcomplicate things in my life. I said no because I knew, just dealing with what I've got here, I've got 197 plants, about 100, little under 150 varieties, but 197 plants, and that's not even including the micros. I don't count the micros because that would just make me sound even more crazy. And between all the reviews that Rob and I do and the harvesting and taking pictures, I really like to take nice pictures and put my time into thoughtful reviews. I just knew it would be too much. So no, I did say no to that extra plot, but it was hard. It was hard. I have over 100 grow bags planted with my tomatoes all ready to move with me in 2 weeks. Hubby is astounded. That's dedication. That's a tomato head. Hope the move goes well. Hi, Rach, just Rach. Thanks for tuning in. Look in the comments, girl. You know, it drives me crazy cheating. Like when I'm trying to think of something in real life, like I would do anything before I Google it. I want to figure it out on my own before I resort to Googling. So I would have gone to the comments if I had to, but I'm glad I came up with it on my own. The hand puppet. You know, the pruning shears. Oh, missing your fur babies. Are they here? Where'd they go? Oh my gosh, they're sleeping right here. I'll go get them. Hang on. Hey, guys. Come here, buddies. You gotta make your Thursday debut. Come on. Here they are. They're getting so big. I know I woke you up. This is Rue. He's the funny guy. And this is Hopper. Look how big they're getting. I know. I'm sorry I woke you guys up. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're just the best things ever. They're just the best things ever. Come here, Rue. Come here, Rue. Isn't he? Look at his little spots. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. They were on the couch. They like to be with me. They were on the couch just like in a ball cuddled together. Sweet little things. I drive my husband insane because I call everything a thing or a thingy. You know, the thing. Hey, Kim. How are you feeling, my friend? Kim's very pregnant and due not too much longer. Can't wait to see with her little girl. Hi, Lisa. Greetings from another thunderstormy day here in Alberta. Hopefully your plants are okay and you're okay. Callie says 90 degrees 32 degrees Celsius. Okay. It's 32 degrees Celsius where I am, and hotter with many of these other viewers. We love Achilles. She's such a wonderful friend. True story. She really is. She's good people. She really is a loyal friend. Hey, Jeff. What's up, gang? That picture of your granddaughter on her half birthday was just the cutest thing I've ever seen. She's a character. Hey, Caroline. Thanks for tuning in. And Linda says, super fun tomato talk with you three. I agree. It was a blast. We should do that every month. Hi, Irene. And Akeelia got me here. Thanks, little buddy. I know, right? Is she even here? Hi, Lexi. Happy Awesome Sauce Day. Congrats to all the graduates. Yeah, thanks. My son, because it took him a couple extra years, actually a lot of extra years, he really didn't want a big party, but since it's combined with his cousins, he is, and we should celebrate. You know, he went through a lot. I won't get into all the details, but he did it. I wanted him to stop. It got to a point where I'm like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And I hated seeing him agonize over it year after year, and he wouldn't give up. And now he's a civil engineer, and his company loves him, so we should celebrate him. We should celebrate him. Thanks for everybody for the congratulations. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, everyone. Hope your gardens are growing well. Thanks for being here. Hey, Janet. So glad to take a break from watering the veggies. Stay cool. Congratulations to your son and your nephew and nieces. Hey, Kim. Hope everything is growing well. We could do with a bit of sun and warm. Yeah, what is it like by you, Kim? I guess not sun and not warm. Hey, my, what's the plant I'm growing? Naked honeyman. Are you growing that one? It's starting to look really cool. It's starting to get lots of flowers. It's a compact variety, but I'm curious how yours looks. Thank you for getting those seeds for me. Yay, Heidi's going to be a lot of fun. I know. Isn't it going to be a great show? In case you tuned in late, Craig LaHoulier, he's going to be on Instagram Live tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And breeder Heidi Dolan is going to be his guest. They're good friends. Hi, everyone. 33 today here in Bucharest, Romania. I had to put up the shade cloth. Wow, that's hot. Now that I know what 32 and 33 is. Wow. Hi, Jane, tuning in from the UK today. All right, I'm going to try to skip ahead just so I can talk about tomatoes, but I want to make sure I got everybody who wanted to say hi. Oh, congratulations on your sobriety. Very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. Me too. Me too. Thanks, Jess. It is a huge accomplishment. Thought my life was over. I thought my life was over. Oh, everybody's congratulating me. I'm going to lose it. Let's save it for next week, but thank you. I like celebrating it, and I also like being open about it in the case to help somebody that may still be suffering from it, and just let you know that it can happen to anybody, and it really is a disease, and that life is so good. It may seem like it's impossible, but it's really not. It does take hard work, don't get me wrong, but it's not. 13 years, lucky number 13. My husband is going to take me to the Carlisle tomato tasting and seed swap for my birthday. So looking forward to it. I had such a great time at the plant swap and met such wonderful people. Isn't it great? I'm so excited for you guys on the West Coast that are going to be doing that one, because you form this even more special bond, and it's really great. I don't know. I have no other adjectives other than it's really great, but it's fun. It goes by in a flash. I need to try to think of a better way for me to organize so I can spend more time talking to people and less time like making sure everything goes well in the show and all that stuff. We enjoyed talking to you while the garden tour aired, so it worked out, Lauren. Thanks, Ray. Even if I did film on Wednesday, I still will be in. I'm still in the chat for these live premieres of my garden tours. Just because I can't do live. I tried doing live the first year or two, and it's painful. People, I'm all pixelated, and then it drops out, and people have to join back in. In a perfect world, if my Wi-Fi was good, I wasn't in the boondocks, I would love to do it live, but I do really enjoy being in the chat with you guys. So what a live premiere means is that I upload it ahead of time, but I schedule the video to premiere at this time, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so anybody who's there, we watch the show together and we're in the chat together. But it stays up there. So if you can't tune in at that time, of course, you can watch it just like this show. For people that can't watch live, you can watch the replay. Our height today was, 13 Celsius, 55 Fahrenheit. Eesh. Yeah, that's not pleasant, is it? Hey, Olivia. Hashtag tomato. Thank you for donating again, my friend. I have a tank with that on it. LOL. I love my Inspired Garden Life shirts. I do too. I love these racer backs. I'm sure I've got some overall tan lines there. I love the racer backs. They're so comfy. Congratulations on your sobriety. I'm watching on my TV with Roku and there's a big delay. I get a little like, whenever somebody says they're watching on the TV, I'm like, that means I'm really big. Like, I don't know what that looks like. My daughter's graduating with a bachelor's degree in chemistry on Monday. That's excellent. All right, I'm going to skip ahead. Hi, Lisa. Just joining. Happy afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here. My plants exploded the last 2 days. Teddy's Prince Charming's Bastard's doing well. He's so proud of it. Thank you, Lauren. Hi, Teddy. Are you watching? It's funny that I gave a 10-year-old a plant for Prince Charming's Bastard. I'm always like referring to it as the plant because I don't want to say the name. I'm so glad. He's the cutest tomato head. Hi, Teddy, if you're watching. Are you done with school yet? If not, I hope you have a good end of school and have a great garden planned, great summer planned. Oh, the babies, I love them so much. You and me both, I'm obsessed. It really does help take the grief away from Rory. They won't replace her, but it's fantastic, adorable. I know. Okay. Let's get to some tomatoes and then I'll get to some more comments. So what do we have here? The very first one, which I teased about, and for those of you who are in TLC, you may have seen the post where Marcia Eisenberg, who is the person who stabilized, she found this cross. It was an accidental bee cross in her garden, much like Bananas Noir was in my garden. And she named it the bee's knees and she stabilized it. And she said it's one of her favorites. Like, she was so excited about how great it was. She came to me wanting to give seeds away to the community. So we tried to figure out the best way to do it. It is a bee cross of Karma Peach, and that's Karma Peach. The whole Karma series is a series that she helped stabilize with Karen Olivier. So it's Karen, the K-A-R, and Marcia, the M-A. So that's the Karma. So all of the Karmas are a joint effort by the two of them. Marcia's down in Florida, and she can stabilize longer than Karen up in Canada. So this one, and Marcia keeps saying, but I didn't breed it, I only stabilized it. And I'm like, it counts. I mean, it counts. It takes a while to stabilize it. So Karma Peach and an Unknown Heart. But aren't these gorgeous? She said they're large bicolor beefsteaks on strong potato leaf vines with lots of intense flavor. These are the buzzwords that jump out at me. It has that pow, another one that jumps out at me. It was number 4 out of 96 tomatoes this past season. So She sent me 25 packets. I gave away 20 in the group we gave away. I will be mailing those out soon. And she also sent me some postage to send them out, which I thought was really, really nice too. Thank you, Marcia, if you're watching. But we're going to give away 2 more today. So this is one where you can put in, you may win if you put in hashtag tomato. And then Olivia Lai is giving away Purple Peddler, Moya Noir, Purple Calabash, Pawpaw, Paul Robeson, Mermaid, Pineapple Heart Surprise, Dwarf Purple Heartthrob, and Piglet Willie's French Black. So that goes to 1 lucky winner. So we've got 3 prizes to give away today. So the bee's knees. I know many of you got your hands on seeds already and are growing it this year. If you're growing it, let us know. Or if you grew it, some people had it last year too. If you have grown it, let me know. He says, hi, Mrs. Tomato Head. Hi, Teddy. Hey, buddy. Maybe you can take a picture of your Prince Charming's bastard and have your dad send it to me. And I can send you a picture of mine. I actually just started 3 more. But the one I started a while ago, I'll send you a picture and maybe take a picture and send it to me. I would love to see how that is looking for you. I'm glad you're excited about it. Pretty says, I'm so looking forward to tasting the bee's knees. Mike says, bee's knees looks delicious. They look so honey sweet. That's a really great way to describe it. Don't they look honey sweet? They really do. Love the look of that one for sure. These look so good. Beautiful tomato. I didn't know she stabilized it. How cool, yeah. Yes, missed the post, was too unwell, looks delicious. Sorry to hear that, Mandy. Hope you're feeling better. It was up for a full week, but I guess you know, when you're sick, you're sick. Right on time for the first tomato. Hi, everyone. Yeah, 45 minutes in, we talk about the first tomato. Hey, Heidi. A lovely planting here in Denver. We were just talking about you. You and Craig going to be together on his Instagram Live tomorrow at 4. We are all excited, and you're going to do great. I can't wait. I'm your biggest fan. I'm sure everybody else will say they're your biggest fans too, but can't wait. It's going to be wonderful. You and Craig together is going to be a special treat. So I will make sure to put something in the group, but everybody's putting this in their phones to set an alarm to make sure they're tuning into NC Tomato Man tomorrow. And I'm really excited. And I'm glad it's a lovely planting day in Denver. It sounds like for a lot of members, including here, it's hot, hot, hot. Oh, and Jen says hi to Teddy too. Yeah, Jen met Teddy. Also, everybody in Carlisle met little Teddy. He asked Jen for her autograph first, and then he came to me. And then he asked me for a selfie. Like, it was so adorable. It was so adorable. You know, you think when you're growing tomatoes and just sharing it with friends, like the last thing you're thinking of is you want to get, somebody wants your autograph, but it's really sweet. He's such a good kid. Eric, you did good with your other kids too. My Prince Charming didn't germinate, only got 2 seeds, was gutted. That's too bad. Somebody else just told me that. Also, I've been trying to I gave so many away. I gave away all of the ones that I grew, but I've got more. I'll have more coming, obviously. But for most of the people I sent to, I could only send 2 to 3 seeds also. Zoya's growing the bee's knees. Nice. Kim Wallace is growing the bee's knees. Growing in my polytunnel this year. Looking forward to trying it. Jamie says the bee's knees looks fantastic. I know Malachite Jenna's growing it also. Love the look of the bee's knees. Me too. What a clever name too, isn't it? Like, for those of you in Europe, I'm not sure if the bee's knees is kind of a saying we say here, and I don't know where it came from, but the bee's knees means something really good. Like that tomato sandwich was the bee's knees. And so the fact that it's a bee cross, what a clever name. I'm surprised nobody's come up with it before. The bee's knees looks delish. All right, let's move on to the next one. Bye-bye, bee's knees. Dwarf Vince's Haze. This one's been around a while. I want to hear from everybody who's grown it and what you thought of it. I have not grown it. This was bred, it's a Dwarf Tomato Project tomato, bred by Vincent Lavallo, but developed by many members of the Dwarf Tomato Project, including Susan Oliverson, Craig LaHoulier, Justin Sieglaff, and Bill Minke producing the final selection seed. They're rugose potato leaf plants. They reach 4 to 5 feet tall and are productive. The medium to large 3 to 10 ounce oblate-shaped purple-colored fruit average between 5 and 10 ounces and provide an intense, delicious, well-balanced flavor. It's a cross. No, I don't know the crosses on this one. It's a different one. It's part of the hazy family. So the cross was part of the hazy family, which was a cross by Vincent of Dwarf Wild Fred, which I have grown, and Purple Haze. Dwarf Vince's Haze was selected by Susan, who named this variety after Vince. Tomato Faifu in Belgium says it developed from 2012 to 2018. They say it's delicious, intense, and full-bodied, but well-balanced flavor. And they also say, given the vigor of this variety and for better productivity, it is advisable to train it on several stems. Jen says she loved it. Christy, hi Christy. She's growing the bee's knees. Melissa says, Dwarf Vince's Haze is going on my 2027 grow list. Isn't it funny that we're all talking about 2027 grow lists now? I added something to it again today. I think I'm up to 3 or 4 of things on my 2027 grow list. Mary, planting my last peppers and green stalk in Denver. Definitely a nice day to be outdoors. Denver's the place to be, apparently. Mandy was unwell for over 10 days, was in and out of delirious, never stay in bed, but still can't get out. But hopefully weather getting better. Oh, what's going on, Mandy? Do you have like COVID or something? I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. Kelly says, Vince is a delicious looking tomato. I have seeds, so should add it to next year's grow list. I know, right? I look at my list of everything I've talked about. I look at my spreadsheet. Sometimes I've mentioned this many times, but I have all kinds of baggies here, all full of all the different vendors that I've ordered from that haven't been logged. We've got Sandhill Preservation Center. We've got Old South Seeds. Bags and bags and bags. Like an embarrassing amount of bags. So I will often go through and log them on to my spreadsheet. I can't just put them away. I have to log everything onto my spreadsheet, and that includes a link, the information I find out about it, and photos and information, leaf type, and all of that stuff. So I'll go through there and I'll look at my spreadsheet. I've had Dwarf Vince's Haze for years. How have I not grown this? It looks like a tomato I would love. I don't know why I haven't grown it. Nicole's growing Dwarf Vince's Haze this season. It's growing by leaps and bounds with all of our rain this last week. Good. Oh, Jennifer. Olivia Lai is the best. She shared a seedling of the bee's knees with me. That's so nice. She is the best. Olivia is the bee's knees. She is. Hey, Drew. Joining late. That's all right. This is only our second tomato, Drew. Jennifer says, what is it about the dark tomatoes that just make me Twitter-pated? Twitter-pated. I'm assuming that's a good thing. Twitter-pated. I don't know. But I'm with you. Just like that interior. Let me expand this a bit. Look at the green seeds and goo. Come on now. Looks like an excellent variety that Lauren needs to grow. Mary's growing it this year, strong plants. Okay, and Jen, if you missed it, Jen already said she loved it. I did love Dwarf Wild Fred years ago. I haven't grown Purple Haze, but looking nice and tan, Lauren. Yes, add COVID. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, is that line from Bambi? Aw. Gonna have to grow it for fall. Yeah, there's a couple things I'm talking about today, two in particular, that are short season, really short season, that I think I may drop in soil today for fall tomatoes. I'll tell you what they are when we get there. Is one the next one? No. I do this to myself every week, but that's okay. Next one, Aces High. This is a creation by Blaine Horton of the United States. Anybody grown Aces High, please let us know. It's not all, I think Meraki Seeds carries it, although I don't know if you guys know Meraki Seeds. For those of you in the United States, she no longer ships to the U.S. I guess had too many things returned. I think I've shared that before. She didn't put a message in the group. I guess she felt strange about it. But for now, at least, she's not shipping to the U.S. But I know she has it. Anybody else have it? Oh, do I have links for those first two? Let me see. Bounty Hunter Seeds has Dwarf Fences Haze. Let me put the link in the comments for you that are interested in growing that. It's weird. Some of the comments are like darkening. Huh. Not sure what that means. Hopefully all is okay on your end. So Aces High, interesting one. The plants are potato leaf indeterminate, and this is from Blaine himself, from his site, which is no longer up, Galactic Magic Seeds. Produce nice amounts of purple saladette-sized snackers with outstanding flavors. It's a cross of Rebel Yell and Sinister Minister. So going in, the thought of combining two great lines would surely be an excellent choice. And then Tomato Faifu says, small, round, purple, red, plum-like fruit with green shoulders. Juicy and firm flesh, good flavor. Plant with medium development. Vaporous potato foliage, indeterminate growth. Not a whole lot on the flavor other than good flavor. Production from mid-season until frost, 75 to 80 days. Anybody grown Aces High? No. I don't think it's one of his more talked about ones. Surely you're out there, Evelina, and you've grown this. Maybe we'll hear from you in a little bit. That's so strange, my comments. Some of them are like darkened out. I can still read them, but looks like I'm still broadcasting. So that's a good thing. If you're just joining us, hi, I'm Lauren. Type in #tomato in the comments, and you can win one of 3 seed prizes that are being given away by some very generous donors today. I'm trying to hold back on giving myself, even though I'm mailing out Marsha's for her. I'm just far behind. I want to give away. I always want to give away. But it's not fair to the people who are still waiting for seeds. Hopefully nobody's waiting for seeds that they intend to plant this year. I've been pretty clear, I think, from the get-go that this may take a while. Even on Seed Seeking Saturday, I'll see somebody who's like dying for Missoura or dying for Malapine or something. And I know for Malapine, I know at the moment I'm the only one that has them. And I'm like, I want to give it to them, but I don't have time, so I'll just say, like, if you can wait a couple weeks, I'll send it to you. I have seeds, but not grown. Womp womp. Hi, Linda. If you're just joining in, we just talked about the bee's knees, which you may be interested in. I think you were one of our winners, weren't you? Congratulations. Okay, next one. Kievlianka. This is one from Ukraine. The name translates to a woman from Kiev. Indeterminate. This information's from Tatiana's Tomato Base. I got my seeds from Cultiv Taru, which is where the photo on the left comes from. Photo on the right is from Tatiana's Tomato Base. Indeterminate plants, regular leaf foliage, large pink bomb-shaped fruits, 8 to 22 ounces, excellent full tomato flavor, Ukrainian heirloom variety from Kilenko family seed collection. The seeds were sent to Tatiana's Tomato Base Seeds in 2014 by Alexei Kulik, who received them from Natalia Kilenko of Russia. Mrs. Kilenko and her family have been growing many native Russian heirlooms for many years, and I hear their name all the time when I'm doing these. And she shared seeds from her seed collection with Alexei Kulik, a Ukrainian seed vendor. It was introduced commercially in North America by Tatiana's Tomato Base Seeds in 2017. Cultiv Taru, did they say anything different? Large, irregularly shaped fruits that can be round to heart-shaped with a very shiny dark pink color. Firm flesh with an excellent old-fashioned tomato flavor, good productivity. Kievlianka. Anybody grown this? Janet says it looks so good. Looks so good. Come on, baby, it looks so good. Hey, I missed one. Hey, Deanna, nice to see you, Dee's Garden Adventures. If you guys don't subscribe to her channel, please do. Got all kinds of great content there. Linda says, yes, I'm very thankful. I'll have to rewind and check out the bee's knees. I'm not sure it's anything I didn't put in the post, but congratulations on the big win. I will send those seeds out to you as soon as I can. Kievlianka. All right. Next one. Violet Noir. Another one. How have I not grown it? How have I not talked about it before? I ask you this, and I don't know. Violet Noir. It was bred by Pascal Moreau, who is also responsible for a tomato you may know called Ananas Noir. He's from Belgium. Secret Seed Cartel. These are his photos. I was so... he says I was so... I'm not sure if these are Jeff's words or if they're Terry's words that he got them from. Maybe Terry. She said, I was so privileged to grow this out in the 2014 season. One of the most productive blacks I've ever grown. A real workhorse, huge pink beefsteaks, picture perfect, blemish-free, crack-free, juicy and meaty, balanced flavor of acid and sweetness. I can't believe I waited so many years to regrow this one. Guaranteed to be on your most favorite list. One slice will cover your bread for a sandwich. Don't miss out on this one. Indeterminate, regular leaf, early to mid-season. Speaking of tomato sandwich, if you're in TLC, hopefully you caught, we did a post earlier in the week, I think. I put up a graphic. What is your ideal tomato sandwich? Popular beyond belief, this post, and it was so much fun reading with people from all over the world what their ideal tomato sandwiches. Some of them, like me, are more simple and purists. Others add lots of bells and whistles, special bread and extra things. So if you didn't catch that post, you can scroll in the timeline. It should still be up there, and you will find it. But anyway, back to Violet Noir. Who has grown this? They look smoky. They do. I like that name. That's a sexy tomato, says Jen. I know. Oh, this is my kind of tomato. Look at those dark shoulders. Oh, wow, another one for the grow list. Wow. Mariah says Violet Noir looks so good. Fernanda, Violet Noir looks like my kind of tomato plus productive to boot. Violet Noir looks so yum. It does. Let me get you guys the link. Jeff Rainmaker from Secret Seed Cartel does have them in stock. I'll put the link in the comments. And so let's see, any other information. Tomato Faifu says it was created in 1998. Fruits are 200 to 400 grams, beefsteak type, round and slightly flattened at the poles, ribbed at the top with strongly curved shoulders for large sizes, purple epidermis, greenish shoulders, fleshy and juicy beef flesh, excellent flavor, fragrant and rich. Ugh. Fragrant and rich, excellent flavor. Plant with medium development, rather stocky, dense foliage, indeterminate growth. Good mid-season production. How on earth after all these years, have I missed out on this one? Give me a break. Hey, Andrea. Violet Noir looks so yum. It does. Anybody grown it? I mean, it's been around a little bit. Oh, Rach, the tomato sandwich recipe looked so good. I didn't have the nerve to post a plain tomato sandwich with mayo, sea salt, and pepper. My friend, that's what I do. In fact, I do it on Wonder Bread. For sure. I'm a purist. I want the tomato to be the star. Lisa said, I couldn't resist Terry's description. It's in the garden right now. Yay! Can't wait to find out what you think. Violet Noir sounds like a winner. Sounds so good. I love a fragrant tomato. You can smell in it. Anticipation. All right, Akelia must not be here because I'm singing all these songs and she's not saying a word. She must be working, which makes it even nicer of her to remind everybody. Oh, look at the little sandwiches. That's cute. Violet Noir, so pretty, and the name is great too. It is. Funny, Nicole, I bought my seeds from Bill Yoder in 2025 also. Now it's going on my 2027 grow list. Yeah, I got seeds from Secret Seed Cartel. I had a little baggie with Secret Seed Cartel stuff that Jeff had sent me, and I looked at my spreadsheet and saw, oh, I've already got it, and it said I had ordered it from Bill, which means he liked it because he only sells stuff he likes. Darn it, Lauren just ordered Violet Noir and Burkus Blue. Don't place the order yet because I have one more that Secret Seed Cartel is carrying that you may want to add. Oh, Irene says, I grew it for spring, but sadly didn't make it. I love the music entertainment. I love music. Well, I love music too, but this is hardly what you would call music. But thank you. Linda says, I've eaten a lot of sandwiches with tomatoes, but never had one with only tomato. I love tomatoes, so I don't know why I haven't. Interesting. For me, it's probably the most sublime thing I'll ever eat. When I can get that first tomato sandwich of the year. Let me paint the picture here. Now, I'm a health nut. So Wonder Bread is the furthest thing, the worst thing I would ever get, except for tomato season. I make my own sourdough, and I do not put it on sourdough. I want barely there bread. And Wonder Bread is soft. I mean, it's awful for you, but it's soft. That mayo, and I'm recently, like I normally use Hellman's plant-based mayo, which I think tastes just the same as their regular mayo. There's also if anybody knows, if you're a foodie, you may know Japanese Kewpie mayo. They've come out with a vegan one. That's excellent. Order it from Amazon, of course. But then, like a month or so ago, somebody mentioned something about Blue Plate mayo. This originates in New Orleans, and it's made with all yolks, which makes it really rich. So, of course, I had to order it. Is it plant-based? No, it's not. But I figure I eat plant-based because it helps me with my chronic pain from lupus and fibromyalgia. Like, it really, really helps, anti-inflammatory and all that. But if I go off once in a while, like I'll go off for seafood sometimes, and if eggs, to me, not a big deal. I tried this mayo, Blue Plate mayo. Oh my God. And I have tried Duke's. I still thought Hellman's was better, but Blue Plate, I'm a convert. Blue Plate mayo. So I slather the bread with the Blue Plate mayo, or I will. In the past, it's been the Hellman's plant-based. And then I'll put, this is where I go from like white trash with the Wonder Bread. I will sprinkle truffle salt on the tomatoes and some fresh Telecherry black pepper, fresh ground. And that's the way I eat it. Like I'm a purist. No lettuce, no special breads, other than the truffle salt. And honestly, I could do with regular salt too if I wanted to. And the juice from the tomato mixes with the juice from the mayo. It's got this, it's like a pink juice that starts dripping down my arms and into my lap. And it's the most heavenly thing in the world. I grew up with this, actually with it, with Miracle Whip, which I noticed many members were mentioning Miracle Whip. My mom still eats with Miracle Whip. I have nothing against Miracle Whip. I like mayonnaise better, but it's like heaven. And then usually I'll have two. The bread just kind of disintegrates. It kind of melts into the tomato. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. All year long, I long for these things. Yeah, check out the Japanese mayo. A lot of chefs, like if you watch chefy things, they love the Japanese Kewpie mayo. But yeah, the plant-based, I didn't even know they made one. Yes, Hellman's in the East and South is Best Foods on the West Coast, FYI. I did know that. No sandwiches here most of the time. I'm not eating flour. I'll eat a sprouted wheat bread sometimes, though. With that said, I cut up the first red trash panda and ate it like it was. Nice. What did you think? Jeff says Violet Noir is very popular. Good to know. Good to know. I'm not surprised. I don't know how I haven't grown it. Oh, Kina, yeah, of course you wouldn't know what Wonder Bread is. That's funny. It's like it's the cheapest bread you can get with no nutrition at all. It's the cheapest white bread. It's very, very soft. I call it my white trash tomato sandwich with a little truffle salt. It's like bread that's hardly there. It's like eating a cloud. I'm trying to think, like, I wonder what you can use in place of bread. It is an old staple, for sure. I haven't started getting it for the year yet, otherwise I'd run up and show you. No, I don't think it's weird that you don't like mayo much. I'll do the bare minimum on sandwiches, but maybe I need to try the Kewpie. Yeah, try it. Try it. Or the Blue Plate. I'm telling you, this stuff's incredible. Going to have to try the Blue Plate mayo since I'm allergic to egg whites. Yeah, you'll have to check the ingredients, but on the jar itself, it says only yolks. Are there some egg whites in there? I'm not sure, but it's really rich, but it's also tangy. I really love it. Hey, Aldous, late to the show, but looking forward to watching the parts I've missed. Lots of rain for us, and the tomatoes are looking lush. Yay! Yeah, Mike mentioned tomato biscuit, and I was like, ooh, tell me more about this. Jess, I had a feeling you knew what Kewpie mayo was. I don't know why, but I did. My wife makes the best Japanese potato salad with Kewpie. So good. You'll have to let me know what else she puts in there. That stuff's the bomb. I like red trash panda. Grew it last year for the first time. I'll grow it always. That's good. Egg salad with Kewpie mayo is so good, I bet. I ordered Violet Noir and Varsovia earlier this year when you showcased Secret Seed Cartel. Oh, yeah, I did. I did an unboxing, didn't I? And so I've mentioned this before. Hey, Mater Lady CC, Violet Noir, very delicious and productive here in 6B. Good to know. Oh, now we're getting Wonder Bread trivia. Was the first commercially available pre-sliced bread in the USA, 1921, by the Taggart Baking Company of Indianapolis, Indiana. When I was a kid, of course, my mom didn't buy it for us because she was like trying to get us to eat healthy too. Terrible mom. But it has like these colorful circles on the packaging. It looked like a circus. It looked like fun. Tomato gravy is a thing. I've never had it though. Wonder bread. It sounds, whatever tomato, it sounds good. So soft and white. I still love it. Yep, it's great. Okay, moving on. This is one that I featured on my grow list videos, but for some reason I haven't featured it on this show. It's called Verdal. It's a green one right from Spain that is incredibly hard to find. I don't know if Gigi's watching, but I gave her a plant to grow of this. I'm excited for it. I've got 2 or 3 plants of this. Got it from Seed Savers Exchange. It's a very rare tomato from Calar de la Santa Murcia in Murcia, Spain. Green, big, flat, lightly ribbed tomatoes ripen to a lightly yellowish green. Green inside with a meaty white center. Very intense, delicious flavor. Cool weather tolerant, so as selected for planting in August, bearing October till frost. Average production of 90 days. And the source came from Paco Villalonga Lockridge. That's all I know about it. That is it. Really excited. There's a couple, excuse me, there's a couple greens on my grow list. Well, there's many greens on my grow list. And keep that in mind because the trivia question for today, which we're going to do after the next tomato, has something to do with how many greens I'm growing this year. But this one, the fact that there's so little information out there made me new. I mean, I'm the green tomato girl, right? I need to grow this. I need to review it. I need to share seeds with all of you. So that is it. Anybody else get seeds for this and growing it? Hi, Heidi. Thanks for joining in. And Natalia's here. Hi, lovely people. Hello to you. Make sure you type in hashtag tomato. I don't think we're going to get much discussion on this because, like I said, it is hard to find. But there's a woman in Canada on Seed Savers Exchange that carries it. But it looks yummy. Where do we order Verdal? You can go on Seed Savers Exchange. On the exchange itself, you can find it there. Hey, friend. Nice to see you. Can't wait to hear your review on Verdal, Lauren. Me too. Me too. I've got... This is one I knew one plant wouldn't be enough because what happens if the first plant goes? I keep getting this one. I'm growing another one called Verderon that Kina got me seeds from Jardins de Tomates. At first, I had a hard time getting them to germinate, but eventually I did. I get these two mixed up a bit. Actually, yeah, this may only be one plant. And then Verderon is two. I think that may be it. All right, next one. Schellenberg's favorite. I make no mistake in telling you that oranges, solid oranges, aren't really my jam. They're fruity and citrusy and good, but they lack that 1-2 punch that I like in flavor. I just punched like a girl. Nobody punches like that. 1-2 punch. There we go. That I strive for. But Rob loves them. He loves them in a tomato sandwich. I want something like Suffer Well or something with strong flavor in my tomato sandwich. But he likes oranges, and this one sounds really good. Tatiana's Tomato Base says it's an old heirloom from the Schellenberg family near Mannheim, Germany. It was first introduced commercially to the United States by Heirloom Seeds. First introduced to the Seed Savers Exchange in 1997 by good old Bill Minky. 85 days indeterminate, regular leaf, medium to large fruit, deep yellow on the outside, mango colored inside. Good yield, very few seeds, very good sweet flavor. And then another site says it's tall, mid-season, high-yielding, large-fruited tomato variety, known for its stability and high fruit quality with seed source from Canada. The fruits are smooth, firm, crack-resistant, bright yellow-orange, large to very large, ranging from 350 to 650 grams. These tomatoes are of the beefsteak type, very meaty, multi-chambered, juicy with dense and aromatic flesh. When cut, the fruits have an orange hue, sometimes with a slight red tinge. The taste is excellent, rich, balanced without excessive sweetness. All right, well, you kind of got me with the excellent and the rich. A true delight for gourmets and home tomato enthusiasts. That sounds like a lot of filler words there. I'm not so sure about that. They will become a true jewel of your garden, quickly win the hearts of everyone who tries them. Has anybody tried Schellenberg's favorite? Oh, Kina went to bed. Good night, Kina. See, I bring up an orange and Kina's like, I'm out of here. Good night, my friend. Hey, Sake Tomato PR. Great channel you have yourself, Mrs. Tomato Head. Thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm not sure if we've met before, but glad you're here. Welcome to the world of tomatoes. And let us know where you're from. If you grow tomatoes, how many you're growing. We'd love to chat with you and find out more about your growing. Olivia, Lauren, you're introducing so many interesting varieties to us. Thank you. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. I appreciate that. I have fun, a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully that shows through the show. I think you guys can tell I have a lot of fun with it. Heidi says, I grew an orange last year that kind of did me in for oranges. I waited for it all season. It finally ripened, and it was gross. Which one was it? I have a feeling, actually, I may know which one it was, as a matter of fact, which is kind of weird. Was it Earl of Edgecombe? I say that because you were supposed to come to Carlisle for a plant swap. You broke your toe, and you gave me trays of seedlings to bring, and I know Earl of Edgecombe, there were several plants in there, so I was just wondering if that was it. I don't know that you can say that one gross orange tomato would turn you off for all of them. I mean, I don't find them gross. I just find them like, oh, these are nice. Like Kellogg's Breakfast, perfectly good tomato. There's one I grew 2 seasons ago called Carrie Claxon. That was pretty good. In fact, I got those seeds from Secret Seed Cartel. They used to have a collector's tab, and I used to try to get everything in the collector's tab. I don't know if you still have that or not, Jeff, do you? Like collector's tomatoes, if that's the case, I'm doing it. It's like an Appalachian variety. That was pretty good. I like bicolors, though. Somebody was saying to me just this week, Oh, Mike Williams thought that I didn't like bicolor tomatoes because I'm growing one that he sent me from North Carolina, a really rare one called Ruby Ore, which is a bicolor. And I'm like, no, actually, bicolors I love because a lot of them have intense flavor, but just plain orange or plain yellow, haven't found one that knocks my socks off yet. Hi, Jamie. Glad you're here. Linda says, I think my husband is going to be annoyed with me this next year because I may have to have his help expanding the garden this year. He doesn't understand my obsession. Welcome to the world of being a tomato head. Glad you're here with us. I think many of us can relate to having to expand the gardens. Heidi says, yes, that was it. Really, that I haven't grown that one. It wasn't good, huh? That's funny that I happen to know what it was. Oh, you're in Lancaster. I've been growing tomatoes for 15 years plus. Nice to meet you. Are you in the group? If not, join us on Facebook, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. We would love to have you. You are our people. Lancaster's beautiful. 15 years plus. What are your favorite kinds to grow? Hippie Chick Homestead. First time visiting and looking forward to watching more of your channel. Love all the varieties you're introducing. Thank you, Hippie Chick Homestead. I'll have to check out your channel. Thank you for joining us. I am a tomato head through and through, as are the people watching, and we have fun. We have a lot of fun on these lives. And for those of you watching the recording, I hope you have fun along with us too. Yeah, there's tens of thousands of tomatoes out there. I think even more than that, actually, now that so many people are breeding tomatoes, that I like to introduce each one and give them each their own spotlight. I said something in the group today that I'm like, ooh, that was really good. I said something like, they all deserve their day in the sun, literally and figuratively. I thought that was pretty clever, and I didn't even mean to do it. But anyway, Hippie Chick Homestead, please check out her channel. I will be checking you out later. Thanks for tuning in. I need a husband just for the gardening aspect. Maybe you can rent a husband. Ben says, I've had similar experiences with oranges. First time doing Kellogg's breakfast this year, I think, although my one is KBX, hoping it impresses this year. I hope so too. Jenny agrees. Orange yellow tomatoes are just meh to me. I'm going to give orange jazz a go though. Yeah, maybe. You never know. Oh, if folks are looking for a great orange to try, Jeff Casey's masterpiece, Yuko's Persimmon Perfection. Very yummy. I think you may have sent me seeds for that one. Good tip. I am growing Coastal Pride orange this year. Angwei had sent me seeds for that, and I see it in a lot of crosses and stuff. I thought I would try that. That's a dwarf, but writing that down. Pretty sure you sent me that. And for those of you just tuning in, now that Heidi from Twine and Trellis is on here, set your alarm for tomorrow, Instagram Live, Craig LaHoulier, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is the same time this show starts each week. Heidi is going to be his special guest on the show. So make sure you tune in, NC Tomato Man on Instagram. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be great. But good tip on Yuko's Persimmon Perfection. Thank you. Grow bags do help with expanding the garden. Yep. Allegheny Sunset is the orange tomato you need. Yeah? All right, I'm writing that down too. Allegheny Sunset. Are you sure? Because people say to me all the time, like, you need to try this one. And then I grow it and I'm like, yeah, it's good. I don't think I'm growing any solid oranges this year other than the Coastal Pride orange. Lots of bicolors, but having done orange jazz and brandywine apricot side by side, I can say brandy apricot is so much better for taste and yield. Good to know. Hey, hippie chick. Oh, you guys know each other. Yay. I've got a couple orange growing and a ton of yellow. I thought I ruined you for orange tomatoes forever. You giving it another shot? I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining in. Pretty says I grew Kazula 124 last year. That was a delicious orange tomato. Okay. I never like write things off. I never say like I'm never doing an orange again. I'm always trying. Because I know there's going to be a time like white tomatoes, to be honest with you. I wasn't a fan of the few whites that I'd had. They were very mild. And then up comes Angway Es, the tomato bred by Angway Es, the breeder, last year. And I was like, whoa, this is some flavor. Alda says that will be such a fun show. Heidi's tomatoes are doing amazing in my garden. Nice. Larissa's growing Coastal Pride Orange also. So strong plant. Yeah, I'm growing 2 of them. Lisa says, I found that if you give an orange tomato a long, hot growing season, really improves the flavor. Good to know. Oh, good. You're in the group, and I want to thank you. Your seed trading Sunday post inspired me to get back into seed trading. Oh, now I remember. Good. Yes, I remember seeing your account. You recently joined the group, right? So glad to have you. Welcome. Ira says I'm growing Coastal Pride Orange too. The jerky groundhog chewed on it, but it's bouncing back, thank goodness. Okay. All right, so who's ready for some trivia? Now I should have done the trivia before Kina went to bed. Because this is going to be a hard question because it's not really a right and wrong thing. It's mainly just a guess for you guys this week. I was kind of running late on doing the slides and getting ready for the show. And I'm like, what question can I ask? So I thought I would ask this. Out of the 197 plants I'm growing in my 2026 garden, what percentage of them are green when ripe? If you're not used to watching me or seeing my reviews or in the group or whatever, green when ripes are my fave. Tricolors and all of that, but I love green when ripes. So I like to grow a lot of them. But I did a percentage. So in order to, oh shoot, I didn't do it with this one. All right, so to submit your answer on this one, you still have to do #answer and then the letter. A is 17%, B is 22%, C is 36%, and D is 41%. Out of 197 plants in my garden, what percentage of them are green when ripe this year? #answer A, #answer B. I forgot with the Tomato Talk Live thing that I noticed you didn't have to do that anymore, but I forgot to change it here. So type in, let's see, we'll see who's the fastest and get the correct answer. It's going to be just obviously a pure guess because none of you could possibly know the exact answer, but I'm curious to hear what you guess. Kind of all over the place. C, D, B. #answer. Nobody's guessing A. You know me a little better than to only have 17%. I think you might be surprised what the answer is. I was kind of surprised. All right. Let's do the big reveal. The correct answer is 22%. Only 22% of my garden is green when ripe this year. Kind of crazy. I think because I'm having a year where I'm trying out a lot of pinks, but I am growing a lot of greens. I mean, that's, like a fifth of my garden is green when ripe. So I guess to the average earth person who grows tomatoes, I mean, not like us, but, like a regular gardener, like a fifth of the garden devoted to a green tomato is probably horrifying. But yes, it's 22%. I've got 44 green when ripe plants. Some of them are duplicates. Some of them are also my crosses where I'm growing duplicates of too, but 44 out of 197. So let's see who got it in the fastest. Mike Williams got in the fastest. Congratulations, Mike. You win bragging rights for the week. Rach Just Rach, number 2. Kelly Natchbull, number 3. Then Owen Wolf, Jenny. And our new friend, Sakti Mehta PR. Welcome. Yeah, 22%. I don't know why I thought it would be more in the 30%, but yeah, I should go back and look to see what it was last year. I think I'm even growing more last year or this year than last year, but thought that was kind of interesting. I know it's not much trivia because, it's not testing your knowledge, but I thought it would be fun. Thanks everybody for playing. All right. Let us go back. Only 22%, I know. But if you think about it, 44 green when ripe plants is a lot. And there just aren't as many out there. But I am growing 3 malapines, that is for sure. How about this one, huh? This is Caramel Lake. Oh, wait, let me see if I have a link to Schellenberg's favorite. I think I do. Yeah, so my Schellenberg's favorite, the last one, the orange one, came from Sandhill Preservation Center. They have a lot of great things there. When you order from them, you have to do it old school. You have to fill out like a printed order form and mail in a check and all of that stuff. But they've got great and old time varieties. Here's the link if you want to get that one there. Okay, Caramel Lake. This one came from Tomato Eden. I don't know much about it. Even through my research, I can't find an origin. I can only guess it's Russian or Ukrainian just because the sites I'm finding it on are mainly Russian. But then again, honestly, there's some really hard to find Appalachian heirlooms that are really hard to find in the United States, and for some reason they're in Russia. Go figure. Let's see. Samina Tamati site says height is 1.6 meters. Mid-early, vigorous, healthy, and prolific. The cluster consists of uniform rounded fruits weighing up to 600 grams. That's big. Without cracks and an ochre caramel color. The tomatoes are delicious. Fleshy, juicy, sweet, and aromatic. The flesh is tender and dense. The skin is thin. That's my kind of tomato. Super variety. Yeah, that's all I know. And then another site said exactly the same thing. It's bad enough that they steal each other's pictures, but they steal each other's verbiage often also. Caramel Lake. So again, I got this from Tomato Eden. They're currently out of stock, but at Tomato Eden, you can put your email address in to be alerted when they're back in stock. So let me put the direct link here. It just looks so incredible, doesn't it? Anything with that color looks fantastic. Caramel Lake is gorgeous, isn't it? It really is. Looks similar in color to like Uluru Ochre, which I think I'm in the minority. I didn't love Uluru Ochre. It was good, but I don't know, not great. Similar to Tupelo Honey, which I did love last year, although that had even more colors. Jarson 13 ochre pear. That's a good example of what this looks like. Different shape, but that coloring, it's just like, ugh. And Jarson 17, too, as a matter of fact. That ochre color is just beautiful. Fill out a check. I don't even have checks. I know. I happened to be in Destin visiting my parents when I was filling out my order because I had all the time in the world down there. I had to ask my mom for a check. I gave her cash. And I'm like, you can do money order too. So you can go to the post office or a convenience store. But yeah, they're old school. There's a lot of people that are still old school, like Bill Minky. When you order from him from Seed Savers Exchange, you mail him a check or cash, no PayPal. Yeah, they're old school. Which is kind of cool, I think. Actually, it's really, really cool. Hey, Heidi. Oh man, this one has butterscotch written all over it. It says Dancing Vita. That looks yum. That looks good. I know, I agree. Sometimes you can taste a tomato right through the pictures. I have never grown a caramel. Sophia's is in the ground. I am behind tick bite and bugs galore. Pretty's growing Caramel Lake. Nice. We can't wait for that review. I'll do my review on Uluru Ochre, Tupelo Honey, and Thorburn Terracotta this season. Hopefully you're growing all of them, huh? Tupelo Honeys, I loved that. And boy, was that productive all season long. Really, really great tomato. Uluru Ochre I thought was okay. I like Thorburn Terracotta too. I'm nearly 30 and have 2 checkbooks. They come in handy. You just never know. All right, this next one is another one from Secret Seed Cartel. Rouge Hativ de Saint Victor. I'm sure that's very wrong. Heidi could probably correct me on my French there. I don't know French. I know Spanish. This is one of the ones where I said that there's 2 that are like super early and are supposed to taste good that I may drop seeds in soil now for fall. This is one of them. Secret Seed Cartel says this is a native French dwarf variety, productive and perfect blemish-free fruits. A bright ruby red, best grown in pots. It matures in 55 to 60 days. 55 to 60 days. This was our first variety to ripen. Very early, very old-fashioned tomato taste. Not sweet, not bitter, just big tomato taste. Perfect for balcony or pot growing, especially if you need ripe tomatoes while you're waiting for the bigger beefsteaks to peak. We are happy to offer this variety this year and hope that you enjoy it as much as we do. The only other place I've seen a listing of this is a seed bank in France. Bounty Hunter has something similar, but I can't tell if it's the same one or not. It's not the Rouge Hativ de Saint Victor, and the seed bank has it written exactly as Jeff does here. So I didn't want to give that link because I'm not sure that is correct or not. Lucas doesn't have any background information on it. So I would just be safe if you're looking for this one and go to Secret Seed Cartel. And let me get you the link here. There's one more that I'm going to be talking about that is a quick grower and sounds good, that I may drop seeds for. Nice quick grower. Your story with orange tomatoes is like my story with red tomatoes. I didn't find out one red tomato to impress me so far, but I love orange ones. Grow bacon lettuce in this. I was the same exact way. Every year I would grow reds. Every year people are like, this is the red, you're going to get, your favorite. No. Until I tried bacon lettuce in this, and I thought it's awesome. I'm actually not growing it this year because I like pinks better, But that is a great red tomato for sure. Jeff says we call this one Rogue One on the farm because we ain't saying all that. I think you know what I noticed on your seed packet, the rouge is spelled rogue. Oh, that's funny. Grow meatball and Guido for other great reds. Are they good? Oh wait, I grew Guido last year. I didn't like it. But that's one of those like I know you loved it and I know Deb loved it and I think we share the same palate. So I'm like I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I just didn't like Guido, but I haven't grown meatball. Um, yeah, I was expecting much better from Guido, to be honest with you. Oh, and Missoura. How can I forget about Missoura? That I loved. And I think I loved Missoura more than you did too, Heidi, didn't I? Um, but you just never know. I'm coming to the conclusion. I was telling Frances this earlier today. So with her Missoura, she's growing hers in, I think she said, a raised bed. I found that I'm starting to think that the stuff I grow in grow bags tastes better or sweeter than the stuff I grow in raised bed or in ground. I can have the same variety in a grow bag than I have in raised bed, and it's much sweeter. Could it be the fertilization? I don't really know, but I'm testing that this year with Missoura. I've got one in ground, one in raised bed, one in grow bag. But plus, you never know with the season. We had a drought last year, our second year in a row, which makes for great tasting tomatoes as far as I'm concerned. I hold back water on most of mine. I have Missoura in a green stalk. I bet it'll do well in there. Missoura's my favorite so far this year. I'm so glad to hear that. Meatball got bumped this year. I'll definitely put it down for 2027. And BL&T, mine didn't germinate this year. That's too bad. I'm growing meatball. It is Nana's meatball dwarf sister for sure. Best red I've ever grown is Brandywine Sudeth. I've heard good things about that multiple years running, but this is my first year doing BLT and Raspberry Miracle. I haven't heard of Raspberry Miracle, I don't think. All right, next one. Another dwarf I have not grown, and again, how have I not grown this? Look at that interior. I mean, come on. This is Dwarf Red Viper. This is another one bred by Blaine Horton of the United States. That interior is so me, especially with that exterior having that brick look to it. Never grown it. Croatian Seed Store says it's mid-season dwarf plant with regular foliage. It's a new off type of pit viper. Hang on. I'm trying to compile all kinds of information here. Yeah, off type of pit viper. The fruits are medium-sized, flat round, reddish chocolate color. Fruit weight 80 to 120 grams. Juicy flesh, two-tone yellow and pink. Good flavor. Bounty Hunter does carry this one. I'll give you the link in a minute. They say it's mid-season determinate. Do the other sites say determinate? Yeah, Tomato Faifu is saying it's indeterminate. Sometimes it can be hard to tell. But Bounty Hunter says we'll produce these gorgeous tomatoes for 4 to 6 weeks. And you'll get loads of these delicious fruits. Tomato Faifu says juicy flesh, two-tone yellow with red pink veins, green gel, good flavor, well-balanced, refreshing. Indeterminate growth, yeah. So who knows? Good and regular productivity from mid-season until frost. Can be grown in a large pot, but the fruits will be smaller in size and less numerous. I find that in general with tomatoes, you can kind of grow anything in a pot, especially dwarfs. The dwarfs do great in a 5-gallon. They do better in a 7-gallon. Micro dwarfs, a lot of them do great in a 1 gallon. But the ones I'm growing for Heidi this year and in my own crosses, I'm growing in a 3 gallon just to give it enough growing room and let it spread its wings and see what we get. But yeah, you will always get a tomato, almost always, but they may be smaller. All right, let me get you the link to Dwarf Red Viper. I think it's at Bounty Hunter. Yes, it is. We love Bounty Hunter seeds. Sean passed down the business to his son Lucas, who I think is going to be at our tomato tasting seed swap again this year. And he's doing a great job. All right, there's the link. I have Funky Viper. Is it the same? No, I don't think so. There's Pit Viper and Funky Viper, I'm almost positive, are different tomatoes. Anyone grown or heard of rose tomato? No, there's one that Jen and I were given from Lisa Nelson and her mom at the Carlisle plant swap, but it's called Rosie, and it's doubtful that that's the one you're referring to, but I'm not sure if I've heard of just rose. There's a lot of rose, rosa, rosado, but just rose, I'm not really sure. Tell us what you know. I love to do research and find things for people, so tell us what exactly you're looking for. Zoya said grew Red Viper. It was just okay. Interesting. Good to know. That's why I love this show and being live. We can put these things in there. You know what the coloring reminds me of Dwarf Copperhead, which had that same beautiful coloring and interior. And that's one I thought was just kind of okay. I wanted to love it so badly because it looked great. All right. Linda says, on the description it said it rivaled brandy wine, so I decided to try it. Was my last one to germinate, so no fruit set yet. Well, that sounds great then. Oh, is it one of the Jim Wyant's varieties? Growing Rose from Jim Wyant currently. I'll have to look into it. I probably own it. This is Indian Zebra, the Burson strain. I got these seeds from Old South Seeds. It's also known as just Indian Zebra. I'll start with the description from Tomato FIFO and then I'll move on to Old South because it's good in that order. This variety, grown by Clyde Burson for many years, is a special strain derived from Indian Stripe, which is itself considered a Cherokee Purple strain. It produces larger fruit than Indian Stripe with superior flavor. Large beefsteak type fruit, around 250 to 350 grams. Moderately deep depression at the stem attachment. Meaty, beefy flesh with a creamy texture, rich and smoky flavor with a perfect balance. Old South Seeds says, tomato breeder Bill Jeffers sent me seeds for this historic beauty. This is Carol and Mark of Old South Seeds. They're wonderful people, wonderful vendors. And Bill Jeffers trusts them with a lot of his varieties to grow things out and have the proper varieties, according to him. So Bill sent seeds to Carol. His seeds came directly from the freezer of the late Clyde Burson. I was able to resurrect the old seeds from Bill. This pure, unadulterated variety is just gorgeous. Strong, healthy, and vigorous, regular leaf vines continue to produce up until frost. Large purple fruits with a beautiful blood red interior and deep, smoky, sweet, complex flavor are perfect for fresh eating or sauces. This highly prized, unique heirloom tomato should be in every garden, mid-season until frost. Anybody grown Indian Zebra? It's like crickets chirping out there all of a sudden. Nobody? Nobody, Indian zebra. I know Deb grew it because she had sent me seeds a while back, but Deb's not here. All right. I guess that's all we have to say about that. Is this thing on? Here we go. Nicole, Indian zebra looks delicious. I'm excited to be growing it in your group. Yes, we're doing, I'm heading up the Old South Seeds Grow Out group. I forgot you were the one growing that, Jenny. Yay. First time hearing of it, but it looks good. I have a few varieties of pink red tomatoes from Spain, been growing them since 2021. I'm all about Spanish tomatoes. This is my second year. I've got entire beds devoted to Spanish tomatoes. I have two friends. Gigi Reyes has given me some amazing Spanish varieties that are hard to find. And Nuno Baptista from Portugal has been sending me some great Spanish ones. I love the Spanish pinks. I am regrowing one from last year, Abanillas, which won a taste test over in Spain a couple years back. That is excellent. So I'm a big fan of the Spanish tomatoes, that is for sure. Looks delicious, says Teresa. Wildman says, got seeds, will grow in 2027. It looks delectable. These photos, by the way, are from Old South Seeds. Looks amazing. Oh, here we go. Kathleen says, yes, I grew Indian zebra. It was prolific and a good overall tomato mid-size. Nothing earth-shattering. Prolific is good. All right. If you're just joining us, make sure you type in hashtag tomato. Olivia Lai is giving away a whole bunch of seeds to one lucky winner. And Marsha Eisenberg is giving away 2 of her new release, The Bee's Knees. So hashtag tomato, and I'll do a drawing. We've got a couple more, and then we'll be done. I guess I'm super chatty today. It's almost 2 hours. How many more do we have to go? I didn't think I was any more chatty than usual, but maybe I am. Oh, I forgot about this. For those of you ordering from Secret Seed Cartel, they have a coupon code for us, TLC20. You can get 20% off of your order. That's a forever code. So thanks, Jeff. And sorry for those of you that already placed your order. And the t-shirts from Inspired Garden Life. Tomato season, it's not just a hobby, it's a way of life. They've got all kinds of great stuff there. Use the coupon code TLC20. Okay, next tomato. Drum roll, please. Honey Avenue. Wow, right? Now this is a bicolor, which I was telling you guys. I may not be into the solid yellows and solid oranges. Although Amarillo de Ladrunian this year, I'm convinced I'm going to love this yellow tomato. I know I will. So this is Honey Avenue, bred by Valdis Poulins. He's a breeder and a vendor from Latvia. He owns Tomato Galaxy and Tomato Seta. I'm not sure why he has the 2 businesses. They often sell the same exact thing, but he's a really nice guy too. Yeah, we're getting some reactions here already. Oh, pretty. That is my kind of tomato. Hi, Hector. I love bicolors. Wow. Oh my, looks so good, doesn't it? This is a great photo from Croatian Seed Store. They often have really great photos. That's my kind of tomato. Then he says, me. So I actually got this from Tomato Eden, and they do have them in stock last I checked, which was just earlier today. I'm pretty sure they were in stock. Yeah, let me get you the link. Her photos don't really look like this, but her stuff is good. Okay, there's the link to get it from Tomato Eden. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Selected by Valdis Poulins, indeterminate Mid-season, 1.2 to 1.4 meters tall. Fruits are flat, round, bicolor, juicy, fleshy, very tasty and sweet, weighing 200 to 400 grams. Vibrant mid-season variety with unique flesh. The fruit's 400 to 500 grams. The longer they hang, the brighter the flesh and sweeter the flavor. Superb. Superb. Yes, it says superb. The base color is a hot yellow with a rich cap of red blush spreading from the base. The fruits are quite firm, unblemished, and resistant to cracking and disease. When cut, a strong, spicy aroma is revealed. Taste is aromatic and sweet. Top marks for taste. Sounds good. Honey Avenue. I don't think it's a new one this year. I think it was new last year. Pretty grew it last year. It was pretty good. That's it, huh? Just pretty good? Pretty good. I'm going to have to check out some of these vendors. There's some good ones out there. We do have a vendor list in the group. If you go into our group guides tab, one of the first guides, I think, has a post with just a list of vendors, and they're not all, we don't vet them all. We can't possibly, although I've probably ordered from most of them. And everybody has different experiences, but there is a list from members of places that they've ordered from. But I do really like Tomato Eden. Tatiana Negla is a really good person. She works super hard. She's a one-woman business. I've always had great germination from her. I've always had true to type from her varieties. She does sell a lot of unstable things. She is a breeder also. But she kind of makes that clear as far as generations go when you're purchasing it. Sometimes you just don't, you're not told that it's like only an F4 and it's not ready yet, but she will tell you. All right, yeah, just pretty good, says Pretty. I've been trying to organize my seeds for the past month. I wonder if I ordered that one. Well, clearly, as I've said before, I have this whole mess next to me of all these bags and bags and bags of orders. But what I do is when I order things, I will copy and paste and I'll put it onto my spreadsheet. So I have a whole separate tab of things that I've ordered that aren't logged yet. So at least I have that, because otherwise I would be duplicating orders all the time. And I can say, oh, never mind. I was just going to say I can proudly say I haven't placed an order in maybe 4 or 5 months, but I don't think that's true. I think I recently just ordered something. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, Honey Avenue. Yeah, I won't ever get caught up with organizing either. I mean, if you guys could see it, it's it's a work in progress. Yes, Susan, I agree with this too. They've been very reliable in getting seeds to the United States in my experience. Me too. Me too. I mean, you're always taking a risk when you order from overseas, but I've always had good luck and I've placed many, many orders, trust me. I'm growing honey spa from the Ukraine. I don't know that one. No Dea Flora order recently. Are you talking about me or you? I don't think I ordered tomatoes, but yeah, they're no longer letting me order borage, the Bill Archer borage from there, which is a total bummer. Okay, here's the other early one that sounds really good that I think I'm going to start seeds for fall tomatoes. Santium. I got seeds for this from Pen and Cords or Miss Penn's Mountain Seeds. Let me show you. They're a great little operation with great, hang on. Here they are. They've got some great varieties. Great. It's hard, sometimes it can be hard to navigate their site, but they've got some really great varieties, and they've got these wonderful little seed packets. I'll do an unboxing for them at some point. But they are, I forget where they are, but they're in a high altitude area. Are they in the Denver area, Heidi? I forget. Pen and Cord's Garden. But this I ordered from them. It's a 55 to 60. Oh, they're in Oregon. 55 to 60 days. It's a determinate, cold tolerant round. It was bred by Dr. Jim Baguette of Oregon State University. This ultra early tomato came out along with Oregon Spring, another sure thing early. It's bred for cooler climates and short seasons. Short bushy plants grow easily and set early. I grow Santium under a tree at 8,000 feet its first year, and it produced with no cover. Beautiful blemish-free 3 to 4 ounce red fruits on 30-inch tall plants. Released in 1984 and is verticulum and fusarium wilt resistant. Sounds good. And then Victory Seeds. Victory Seeds isn't selling them now. They go through, I don't know, they may have started it this year, I'm not sure, but in January they have like a couple week period where they sell a lot of these special varieties, and then they'll pull them off and won't sell them the rest of the year. I did put it in the group and featured on this show. This is one of them, but they do have the listing on there still. 75 days, determinate. It says it's better than most tomato varieties at setting fruit under cooler temperatures. The first fruit are early maturing, red, up to 3 inches in diameter, and mostly seedless. It's a great choice for slicing and has a nice tart flavor. It's a perfect candidate for cooler climates and locations with shorter growing seasons. Anybody grown this one? Both we ordered days apart and they refunded my boards. I did tell you they eventually refunded mine too, right? Did I tell you that? They did. Which means for those of us that are growing the Bill Archer boards this year, we need to be deliberate and save seeds, because there's only one other place I know that carries it, Hayfield, and they're never in stock, and it's too special. Hey Jeff, thank you. How nice and thoughtful. I appreciate it. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I appreciate that. Oh, they're in the Colorado Rockies. Okay. I wonder why it said, it said Oregon, I guess meaning it's from Oregon. Okay. I thought they were somewhere out there. Thanks, Heidi. No, you didn't. Y'all saved seeds. Yeah, I think I've mentioned it a few times in my garden tours, but I thought, well, they didn't refund mine. They did. They sure did. I ordered like 6 packs of them. Oregon Spring is kind of mealy and insipid, but every nursery stocks it here in Portland. Don't know that one, but I think I'm going to give Santium a try. Nobody's grown it? Sounds interesting. Okay. Is that it? I think we have one more. One more. And this is another one I got. Oh, let me give you the link to get it from Pen and Cords. They're really nice people, too. I like giving them business. Check them out. They've got a lot of other interesting things as well. Okay, last tomato for today is Dwarf Red Heart. Take a look at these little babies, huh? I got these from Old South Seeds. And they've got an interesting story, but let me expand. I want to show you guys first the fruits, but also take a look at the photo on the right. She's got them growing in 3 pots. Look at how cute they are and how loaded they are. Look at that. Holy schmoly. Old South Seed says Dwarf Red Heart was discovered by Bill Jeffers in a mixed color pack of Dwarf Champion Mix seeds that were distributed by the Long Island Seed Project in 2006. One plant formed small conical shaped tomatoes, and he sent seeds from that plant to Dan McMurray, who then made selections for a larger, more elongated, heart-shaped variety, which he named Dwarf Red Heart. I could tell you these little plants that are around 2 feet tall are super prolific, but all you have to do is look at the pictures. There were so many tomatoes on these little plants. These cute little heart-shaped fruits have a delicious old-time flavor. I sliced them for sandwiches, used them in salads, and tossed some in a pot with other tomatoes for sauce. It's also a great plant to grow if you have limited space. I grew mine in 2 and 3 gallon pots, and they were super prolific and healthy. How has this escaped my radar until now? I ask you. I don't know. Anybody grown it? Or is anybody growing it? I got into Spanish tomatoes through a seed trade with a Spaniard who ran a seed bank in Madrid. My favorites are Rosa de Barbastro and the wonderfully named Feo de Tudela, or the ugly from Tudela. Yeah, we had a Spanish grow out in the group last year, and I think both of those were in that. There's so many great Spanish ones. I think I featured both of them on various shows too. No Dwarf Red Heart. No. No. Nobody's growing it this year. No. No. Does it say how long it takes to mature? It doesn't. Maybe I'll start those for fall too. What am I doing? What am I doing? 2 to 3 gallon pots. I can do that. All right, gang. Well, that is it for today. So let's give away some prizes. Da-da-da. Okay, let me reset this. So the first one will be from Olivia Lai. And again, if you missed it, Purple Peddler, Moya Noir, Purple Calabash, Pawpaw, Paul Robeson, Mermaid, Pineapple Heart, Surprise, Dwarf Purple Heartthrob, and Piglet Willie's French Black. That's 10 varieties that she's giving to one winner. Thank you, Olivia. If you are the winner of this, you can contact Olivia directly. There she is, Olivia Lai. So let's see who the winner is. Susan, congratulations, Susan. Please contact Olivia. It's your lucky day, Susan. And thank you, Olivia, again for your donation. Okay, and the next one for 2 people are from Marcia Eisenberg, the Bee's Knees. For this one, you need to contact me because she sent me the seeds. So I will get them out to you. It won't be soon, but it will be within the next couple of weeks. Private messaging me is best. But if you are not in the group, or on Facebook rather, you can email me if I can find my email address. There we go. There it is. All right. Thank you again, Marcia, if you're watching, for the donation for the Bee's Knees. First winner, Garden Girl 3501, congratulations. And winner number 2. Lynette Burke, congratulations, Lynette. Woohoo! Congratulations, everybody. And you guys can contact me for the Bee's Knees. I don't remember, I don't think either one of you won from the contest in the group, but hopefully there'll be many people growing the bee's knees probably next season. And thank you guys all for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock in the UK. Go on to Craig LaHoulier's Instagram. It's at NC Tomato Man. And you can watch him live with our friend Heidi Dolan, who's a tremendous tomato breeder. She's responsible for Pa's Pride, Gigi's Glory, Multiflora Micro, a couple new ones on the horizon, and just an overall great human being. I adore her. And she and Craig are really good friends, so it should be a great show. So mark your calendar, set your alarms. I will put a reminder in the group. And thank you guys again for watching. I love doing these week after week, and it's a great way to kind of end the week for me. So peace and love. Get your gratitude on and go grow tomatoes and be kind to one another. We can all commit to being kind to one another, right? All right. Bye, everybody.